Yes, they're a pain to make. It takes forever, but do what we got to do. There it is. Okay, so now your track tip tube has been machined, okay? You're not done. So if you own, a CNC or somebody else has done this for you, well, then you don't have to worry about this. But we need to tap these holes. And as part of my design process, when I designed these ends here, it was, okay, how do I tap these holes and make sure that they are, that they are perpendicular and parallel to the hole, and concentric, of course. All those good geometry things. So, again, low budget, bear skins and stone knives setup. Got my hand tapping machine complete with electrical tape because the retaining ball that holds the ends in there, yeah, that dropped right out and is now gone forever. Yeah, two of my teammates have the same basic machine. I'm going to get them to give me a diameter of that so I can order another, I can order a replacement ball bearing to throw in there. So, okay, here we go. So, you take it out of your CNC, you leave it in the fixture. Okay, I have this set up with parallel bars so that this now is level. Okay, so there we go. We got our level. We now, by just a little bit of adjustment, and bloop, there we go. So we are level, parallel, perpendicular, concentric, all of those good things to the hole. Now I can go ahead and run my 1/4-20 tap in there. I have a bunch of C-clamps on here so my parallel bars aren't flopping around. This is, yeah. Hey man, work with what you got, That's the name of the game here on this project, You don't have a pile of money sitting in a corner or burning a hole in your pocket. Yeah, you make with what you got. It doesn't mean it can't be done. It just means that it's going to be a pain in the butt. More of a pain in the butt to do. So, here we go. Got this. Down in there. All right. And actually, I'll go on this side so I'm not blocking your view. Go down some. Break the chip. Okay. So, it goes without saying here. Okay, but I'm going to say it anyhow. Do not force the tap. You have a lot of money and a lot of time just to get to this stage, okay? The last thing you want to do is break a tap off in here, okay? So I'm going to quit talking. I'm going to pay attention. And I'm going to be one with the tap, okay? Here we go. Paying attention. Notice I'm using the shortest handle. If you can see that, let me see. Can you see that? No, you can't see that. I'm using the shortest handle here, the shortest side, so I get the most feel. Sorry, I know. High quality production here. Okay, and around we go. Again, yep. Still feels pretty good. All right. And yep, there I felt it. There it goes. Run it down through. And with a normal 1/4-20 tap, you're not going to hit this threaded rod, so that's not a worry for you. And then back that puppy out. And there we go. So there's that one done. Carefully, I don't want to blemish my part. Let me see, brush. Ah, yes. Brush out the tap. Get all of that, all of those cuttings from the tapping operation out of there. Okay. Gonna do one more. Rotate it around. Okay, take your time with this. Don't rush it. There we go. Okay, that is right on the money. Again, a little bit of go-go juice. Don't be afraid to use this stuff. Okay, there we go. And we pray to the tap gods. And we start our tap. If you're feeling a little squirrely and you don't trust, you think that things are loading up, hey man, just back it out. See, because there's quite a bit of material that gets in there. Yep, just brush it out of there. Carefully go back in. There we go, because see, it shifted just a hair. Find where that, yep, let it thread itself back in. If you're feeling any force, any resistance, stop and find out what the problem is. So there we go. And continue your tap. Again, for God's sake, do not rush this. Buy a quality tap, reasonable quality tap. I don't feel it breaking through yet. Oh, wait, right there. Yep, I feel it now. It's getting easier. Just go slow. Do not force things. There we go. And back it out. Again, take your time. Alrighty. And there we go. Rinse and repeat for both sides. Okay. And of course, now for the center hole. I've already done all 6 of the collar screws, or the threads for the collars, which are where the track tip cams go. This is an old track tip cam, so don't worry. It's, yeah, the shape's different. But yeah. So that's what that's for. The track tip cams go on either side there. I will note, many of you may not, I don't know if this was in the 2020 CAD or not. Anyhow, this is for removable tracks. I realized that, the robot's just so big and so heavy that breaking it down into smaller sub-assemblies for transport or for maintenance would be of great benefit. So I worked very hard and diligently to come up with a system which will allow you to basically pull a single pin and disconnect the wiring, of course. Basically pull, simplified version, pull a pin and the whole track comes off. Okay. And the track is now separate from the robot, and you do that with both tracks. This way you can get you get the entire robot in and out of a standard size American doorway. You know, it doesn't need to be a wide one. Even a wide, I have a 36-inch door on my front door. And the robot would barely fit out of that if I needed to squeeze it through there. I think there'd be like maybe a half an inch or so on either side, too close for comfort. So what I did is I undid my my C-clamp here. Yep, and use this. It's a little janky. It's, you know, because it's kind of offset, but there again, keeping that in mind, I'll just, I shall be careful, right? You know, hey man, sometimes in life you gotta take a chance, party a little. So this is not critical. It's not, so if you know, yeah, it's just meant to hold a spacer in here, but you still, hey, you know, pride in your workmanship. Yes, I know it's inside the robot. It'll never be seen. You will know it's there. Okay. It's part of the reason I enjoy machining these parts. Yes, it's great, you know, go out to the mailbox. Yay, a new part arrived, you know, somebody else did all the work for you. Okay, great. Then there's many times, whoops, pay attention. Okay, we're still golden. Let me just check here. Yeah, that shifted a little. Okay. See? Talking too much, not paying enough attention. Anyhow, you go out to the mailbox and boom, hey, there's nice shiny parts. I want a great deal of the parts in my robot to be ones that I made. Of course, I have the ability to be able to do that, so there we go, getting that center hole. All right, there we go, and back up. Now, at this point, you are done. I am not. I have more to do. Can you see them? Yeah, they're hiding back there. There's 3 more over there. There are actually 3 of them. One was from my prototype. The other 2 were made by somebody else. And I have to go and modify them and hopefully make them so that they will work. Otherwise, they're junk. Yeah. And no, I will not make you one. These are just for my teammates. They are a pain to do. If I was doing one, yeah, hey, look, see, I'm done. Okay. Yeah, you got to do multiples of these. It stops becoming fun fairly quickly. So at this point, what you're going to want to do is you are going to want to make sure, absolutely sure, that you have tapped every one of these holes in here, okay? Yeah, because the next thing you're going to end up doing is removing these. Yep, make sure, did I machine everything? Are all the features there? At this point, you can throw this back into the CNC and you can, you know, you can say, oh my God, I didn't realize I missed a set of holes, you know, something like that. It can be chucked back into the CNC and no harm, no foul. Once you remove these things, getting them exactly re-indexed to the nearest 1,000th of an inch or 5,000ths of an inch, yeah, good luck with that. So, all right, next part. Oh my God, yeah. Did I mention that this is a granite block? It's to keep everything level, parallel, yep, all those good terms. So, all right, so moving on. And of course, since I am incredibly forgetful and often feeble-minded, yeah, sometimes I can't, I can't trust my own eyes. So I've threaded in, and also, so I blew these out with compressed air, and I ran the screws all the way through to make sure there wasn't any binding or anything like that. Yep, make sure, check now, because once you undo it, There's no easy way of going back. I did the center screw. So, yep, I can say, yep, everything's in there. Good to go. No brain farts. Yep. All right. On to the next step. Okay, so now is the time. Remove the threaded rod. There we go. Can you see that? Yeah, good enough. Hey, man. Best seat in the house, right? Here we go. Again, on mine, I use 3. 2 larger washers, 1 small. Okay. Set these puppies off to the side. Let me see here. There we go. Okay. Put them right back on there. Yep. Because if you set them off somewhere by themselves, you will lose them. Okay. So at this point, yep, we're ready. So remove these. Let's see how difficult this is. Whoop, better aim the camera up so you can see. Alrighty, let's see what this does. Not easy, but not. I think part of the reason is I got some cutting fluid on my hands. Ease them out. There we go. Here's this one. I don't know if I've shown this on camera. Yeah, actually I have in one of the other videos, which you haven't seen yet because they are all just for the team. Now this one, oh, this one's turning at least. Turning better. Can you still see that? Guess you can. Twist, pull, twist, pull. There we go. Thing of beauty. Whoop, there it is. Thing of beauty. Alrighty. So, here we go. Of course, I'll have to cut these out. That's, yep, just the nature. Couldn't have this flopping around. It would have screwed up the end mill. Of course, you can see, hey, you know, stumbled off the block a little bit. Had to go remachine it. But that's been corrected now. Turned out we were working from 2 different versions of the same part. One which I had in my personal work area and another one that was actually in the CAD. And our teammate was not at his computer, so he couldn't open the version. Yeah, so he was working from an older version and didn't realize it. And that can happen by mistake sometimes. But so okay, that's that portion. All right, on to the next. All right, and once you have used a hacksaw blade and struggled but managed to get one side cut down, you want to cut towards this inside. Okay, once you get one side done, just start doing this. A little close, sorry. There we go. Just start doing this. There we go. Yep. Now, file, dress that down, and you're golden. Rinse and repeat for the other side. So, does it work? Track tip tube. Everything lined up perfectly. No issues. Okay. Of course I gotta, yep, do some filing. You know, hey man, is what it is. Yep. This is an original one I made years ago. And it fit right up. It aligned right up perfectly. Our pins, our locking pins, right in there. Oops. Like a glove. No, almost an imperceptible amount of movement. Exactly what you want. Okay. It's exactly what I was shooting for. Here's the non-locking one. Right through. Okay. Track tip quick release collar. Again, I made this years ago. Fits perfectly. Eh? Eh? Oh, yeah. So, I know, and I'm saying this to my team right now, because, this is who it's going out to. Eventually, this will be made public. I know we're burned. I got a tooling issue where they're wearing out quick and it's not cutting perfectly. Bottom line is, I'm not changing a thing. This was the very first one, and I had to do absolutely no adjustments. No trickery, no nothing. Everything is perfect. I'm going to leave well enough alone. If that means spending a little bit more on tooling, slowing tool paths, slowing the feed rates down, I'll just do it manually. I don't want to I don't want to mess with success, okay? This is working. This works. So I'm going to keep flying with, don't jump in another airplane if the one you're flying in is working perfectly fine, Yeah. I'm not seeing any, not seeing any issues there. The tolerances are all great. Of course, it will be tighter on this side because we know of our bearing issue, okay, or with the taper issue with the tube. Again, it's because the wall thicknesses vary from one end to the other, and it is what it is. But it will work. It'll just be tighter up at this end. Hey, work with it. So there we go. Yeah, I am pleased. Almanzo is pleased. Whether or not that asshole Terry is pleased, well, there we go. Works good. So, cleanup to do, caress it a little bit of filing, hey, you got to file all these burrs off. I had to do that up here. You got to file all the burrs off, things like that. And then, ready to be put into service. And I'm happy to be making these for you guys, my teammates, knowing that a part of, that a part of me will be in all of you guys as robots, That something that I made will be in them, and, in a sort of sense, I will go wherever your robot goes, Live vicariously through the parts I make. So there we go, guys. All right. I love it. Yes, they're a pain to make. It takes forever, but do what we got to do. There it is. All right. Talk to you later. Bye for now.